And
Ooga booga.
we are live now.
Hi.
Yay!
Oh, hi.
Greetings.
It's lovely to see you all again. I hope you've been well.
Yes, we see everybody.
I
Not
can't see
someone
I just
out
I'm just
there.
it's just me, myself, and I here.
someone.
Solo ride until
Anyone?
I die.
You out there?
Hello? Can you give us a
Where you at?
call? Can you send me some mail?
Hello.
Do you
You
have
Me
got mail.
some money.
do you have a coupon for like um
Honestly, I would just take connections.
connections?
What?
Connections.
What
the
What?
hell?
what's that supposed to mean?
Connections are money. You know,
What?
Like connections
knowing
of what?
people in
Do
the
you mean like
industry.
Ethernet cables or I was about to say, what kind of connections do you mean?
Wires.
Yeah.
Straight up wires.
Man,
oh,
I
man, give
love
me those Ethernets.
Man, I love
Bitch,
plugging
Oh,
things into the
Ethernet. It
outlet.
has
Hell
my name
yeah.
in it. Oh, hell yeah.
All
Ethernet.
right.
HDMI stomach.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Anyway, for anyone out there, I'm Nyx. I will be your keeper of arcane lore, and we have a motley crew of paranormal investigators that will shortly introduce themselves again. And then I will give you guys a quick summary, and then we will jump into tonight's spooky entertainment.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Alrighty. Who's up?
Noah,
What?
you're
Oh.
first.
Oh, hi.
Not
My
Noah.
name is Noah.
It's the
I
intern.
play Buckley, and he's gonna say some things that I don't want you to remember when you meet me not playing Buckley.
I'm going to. Oh, it's too late for that, my friend.
Ooh.
A woo.
Woo!
Ow?
Oh no. We're already going
Anyway.
off the rails.
Hello. I am Zero, your magical, wonderful cameraman, in game and real life. I'm still cooler than everyone here. I just want, well, almost, like at least to some extent.
He says himself.
Lovely.
Chilp.
Chilp.
Chilp. Oh, okay.
Chilp.
We're breaking the order.
Who's going first?
Shilp.
Ethan.
Chilp.
Okay.
Ethan.
Shilp.
Oh my god, one of you.
Okay, I'll go. Hi everyone, my name is Chilp, and I play Bobby. And I personally am still waiting for Ted to show up at his TED Talk, but you know.
What?
Yeah, honestly.
Oh god.
Where is he?
He's
Honestly,
like
same.
waiting to make a grand entrance or something. It's been way too long.
I'm. Oh.
Okay, Ethan.
I don't know how to feel.
Hi, I'm Ethan. I'm playing Father Padre. He's kind of a socially inept pastor figure. And yeah, that's me.
Also, like a prodigal genius, apparently.
The prodigal genius that rolls terribly.
Aren't we all rolling terribly so
Oh my
far?
goodness,
That's
I
Call
did
of
have like 2
Cthulhu.
successes in the last session.
That's
It
Call of
was so
Cthulhu,
bad.
man. Yes, welcome to the
Just
world of
playing the game.
misery.
Alright. Yeah,
All right.
that's
So,
me.
as a reminder for anyone that was here last time, if you hear squeaky toys, barking, it's me. I'm doing it.
Sound effects, I love it.
Viv is the
Exactly.
wolf girl,
Foley.
confirmed.
Foley.
There's a ghost dog wandering the halls that just, makes benign dog noises.
Aw.
But yeah, so last session, our investigators were approached by a mysterious, I suppose he's a butler, who gave them an address and a time of arrival. And when they did show up, they arrived at this really strange manor that serves kind of as a tourist trap for people that kind of want to be in a maze, but also kind of want to be creeped out, but like there's no real rhyme or reason to it. So our investigators popped in, heard the story of people disappearing recently, the manor having to be shut down for a while, and unfortunately, since the the person hiring them from behind the scenes wants to remain completely anonymous. They will actually be staying in the manor. At any point, if they would like to leave the manor, they will be 1, signing an NDA, and 2, they won't be allowed to return. So, folks, we're trapped here.
Oh.
At the end of the last
Yay.
session, we had our first encounter with something spooky. A
Something
couple of our
spooky.
members saw 2 figures walking down a hallway on the other side of a window that led nowhere. When the light,
just normal stuff.
exactly, when the light of their flashlight flickered off and then back on, the people were gone. Luckily, they made their sanity saves, so we're still in it, fam.
One
Alright.
of the 2 rolls I actually made last session.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, but if that is all, let's do this thing. So, you guys are exploring the house. Scott and Buckley are back in your kind of, your command center. And Bobby and Father Padre are wandering the halls with Frankie, one of the investigators from the other competing group,
Oh,
who got
Frankie.
lost and is sad and alone. And so you guys
Aw,
kind of just took
Frankie.
it with you.
Poor Frankie.
But can Bobby and Father Padre roll intelligence for me? We're gonna start this on a high note.
Oh
We're already
boy.
starting off spicy. I'm not expecting to make these rolls so soon.
Oh.
Fair.
You can spend luck if you want to. If you want.
Intelligence, you're
Eh.
mentioning?
Let's just see where Padre is.
Okay.
We'll go from there.
Whoa.
I'll.
All right.
Frick yeah, man.
So, first of all, Padre, you understand that the house is built like a maze with no solution. There is no rhyme or reason, and none of the additions seem to even be from the same era. The materials are all slightly different. The paint doesn't match. It's all just kind of off. And looking around, you glance at each of the walls around you. You kind of think back to the rooms that you've seen so far, and you get this feeling that if you measured the rooms, the measurements wouldn't make any sense.
Ooh.
Huh.
Uh,
Interesting. It's
What are
like
you thinking there,
Daedalus's prison
Padre?
himself. I'm thinking that something really strange is happening here. Do you have like a tape measure or something? I don't know.
No, do
I just feel like these measurements in this room are really off. I mean, I could just measure it out with string and just kind of measure with my arm length roughly, but it wouldn't be really precise per se.
Probably use some string.
Sure. I'll
Um,
do the string trick essentially. Like your arm span is essentially like your height or 5 feet kind of for me.
mhm.
So I'll kind of measure the room using that methodology where you kind of use your arm span as 5 feet.
Sure.
Roughly.
So you do a couple of rough measurements. You do some weird standing up against the wall and so on and so forth.
Snow
And
angels.
then you kind of go out in the hallway and you try and match that same wall that you measured,
Mhm.
and you realize that the room should have been rectangular if the hallway measurements were accurate, but inside the room itself, it's a square.
What?
I'm gonna go tap on the wall and just see if it's like hollow sounding or if it's like a solid wall.
Sure, roll me a listen.
I'll
Ooh.
listen.
Because
Sure.
you can.
Ooh, listen. Okay, where the frick is listen?
Under language
58.
skills.
There you
Nice.
go.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
So while he does, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say while he does that with the wall, I'm gonna go into the room and see if there's any like trap doors or secret closets or anything that would lead elsewhere.
So before we go back to Father Padre, roll me a spot hidden.
Ooh, here we go. Ah.
Nope,
course it is.
nothing.
Of course it is.
Shiz.
So you don't see anything. This happens to be just, it's one of those rooms where there is a door, but the door doesn't open. It's just like attached to the wall. So Father Padre, you do some tapping, you put your ear to the wall, and if you tap more than one of the walls, you realize that they do sound slightly different. The walls towards the inside of the house sound slightly more hollow. And as you're doing the tapping and the listening, you start hearing other voices. And mainly you hear the other team's voices. And so Frankie is also just kind of, puttering about nearby and following you and helping you out with measurements. But you hear Yasu's voice, tall, deep, and you hear him mostly saying, "Are you sure you got those measurements right? This place isn't adding up." And you hear your dear friend Marjorie Prentice, kind of titter and just, I'm doing the best I can. This is highly irregular. I'm a medium, not a contractor. And so it sounds like someone else has had the same idea you have.
Interesting. Is there anything else odd about the room that we're in, other than its kind of measurements are adding up? Are there anything physical in here, or is it kind of empty rooms like before?
Is it just me, or is Ethan's audio really faint all of a
Yeah,
sudden?
no.
Yeah.
Something's up with
Hello.
And he's
Hi.
back.
I'm back.
You're back.
Did
and
you hear my
alive.
question though?
Can you say it again?
Absolutely. Is there anything else kind of odd with the room, or is it kind of empty like the previous ones, or is there like stuff in here?
There's one chair in the corner. It's kind of like a big, squishy old armchair looking thing covered in a drop cloth.
Probably full of mold. I'm not gonna sit in that thing. Bobby, it looks like these walls are really thin. I'm able to hear the other group on the other side. Furthermore, these measurements are just absolutely bonkers, and I think they had a similar situation in another part of the house. So it seems that our eyes can be deceived from optical illusion, I guess, for some parts of the house.
All right. Well, I tried looking around the room to see if there was anything secretive, but do you want to give it a shot?
I mean, I could take a look. What were you looking for?
Standard trapdoors, secret passageways. Clearly,
yes,
if there's
very
these
normal
walls are
things
thin,
in a
maybe there might be
regular
a reason
house.
for that.
Very normal.
Standard
Absolutely.
stuff, Padre.
Very standard, especially in creepy old houses like this one.
When you've been doing it as long as we have. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, that is an extreme
Jesus!
success.
That is an extreme success. And on an extreme success, you look around and you take a really good look at the walls, and with your keen eye, you're pretty sure that this room is simply a room.
Well,
gosh darn it.
you may have had an inkling that something was awry, but it looks like it's just the measurements that are off. There's no secrets here.
Man.
You said that the walls were thin for us to be able thin enough for us to be able to hear the other people.
Yeah, it seems that they were pretty close. I was able to hear them pretty clearly, that they were measuring another room in another part of the house.
Did you say they're close by?
I heard their voices, but I don't know if there's a direct path towards their voices, but I was able to hear them.
Oh man, I should probably check it out and find them, because Yasu's gonna kill me if I don't help out.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna grab the walkie-talkie and be like, "Come in, Scott." I can't do it too soon. Sorry. Scott Buckley.
I'm gonna tune in and do like a, "What's up, buddy? What's going on?" Over.
And I'm gonna look over to Padre while this is happening. I'm gonna ask, "Can you hear them while we're able to talk? Like, are you able to hear them respond?"
Oh, like hear me?
I'm gonna ask Padre if he can, what's the proximity of how close they are, and ask them. And where exactly are you? Over.
We're inside the main room right now. We're setting up a bunch of monitors and wires and shit.
Can you
So
ask
how
them if
can
they're?
we?
Can you ask them if they are able to see the other group?
Are you are you able to see the other group? Over.
I'm
Are we
sorry.
able to see the other group?
That is a great question. Are we able to see the other group?
Well, have you set up cameras elsewhere?
I believe after we went to lunch, we were like going around to put stuff up.
Then you have access to a few of the hallways and a few rooms. Mostly the main hallways, and for example, the sitting room you're in and such. You have cameras there.
Yeah.
So, having said that,
Wait, just to clarify one thing.
uh-huh.
Mhm.
So, you said that Padre could hear the other group, not anyone from our group, or he could hear everyone.
I
He
could
could
just
hear
hear
the
the
other
second
group.
group. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. All right, that makes more sense.
Boring group.
Gotcha.
The
Yeah,
boring
the
one.
boring group.
Yeah, we're
Well,
the
not
cool
not the
group.
boring group because Frankie's in their group and Frankie's the best.
Yeah, well, Frankie's
He's
gonna be in our
definitely the
group
first
soon.
on the chopping
Yeah, were you
block.
gonna
Let's
convert
just
him?
be real here.
All
How
right, all
how
right.
dare
By
you?
the power of the nerd.
Yes.
So as you look at your
Nerd
screen,
power.
Scott and Buckley,
Yep.
you can catch glimpses of the other group kind of going in and out of rooms that are connected to a few of the main halls.
Yeah.
And you
Mhm.
can see that they have some sort of tape measure and they're all going around and checking each wall and checking the doors and exactly what Father Padre and Bobby were talking about.
All right.
I'm gonna like tune back and like, yeah, we can see them over the cameras. They're measuring rooms like they said they would be. Why do you ask if we can see them over?
You can tell them why.
What's the reason why?
I was able to
They
hear
got
them through the
split up,
freaking
right?
wall, like I
What's the
told you.
reason?
Just double checking. Just double checking. Well, seems that though we don't got eyes on them, that we can hear them, but we don't know where they are. So just wanted to double check. Over.
Weird. Maybe maybe when you're down a hallway that's right next to them, but you can't even see it. Are there like windows you can see them, or are they just like have you never even run into anybody from the other group? Over.
Not gonna lie, the hallways and the room logistics don't make sense at all. Over.
Define not makes sense. Over.
I'm gonna hand it over to Padre. Get you, Padre.
Oh no! Don't you want
This
to?
device has one too many buttons for me. But I will give it my
I'll
best
press
shot.
it for you,
Like
Padre.
one button.
Here,
Oh,
speak.
wonderful.
Speak.
Hello, can you hear me?
I.
And I release.
Hi, Father Padre. Yes, I can hear you.
Wonderful. What do you need from me?
What do you need?
Padre, you gotta explain
yeah.
to them why we can hear them and the clearly you said
Oh.
something about the room and the measurements, you know?
Absolutely. The
I
room.
can imagine
It
it's
looks like
on the whole
it was
time.
it was supposed to be a rectangular room when we were in the hallway, but as soon as we entered it, it was like a smaller square. One of the walls was hollow when I tapped on it. The one that was, I'm guessing, deeper into the house from where I am. The other wall was more solid. But that's the room that I was able to hear them from. But from my position, side note, what do I see? Do I see any adjoining hallways that might lead towards the other group? Or is it
Yeah,
basically kind
so-
of not?
If you stick your head out of this room, you're in one of the side hallways, but if you go further down that hallway, you meet the main hallway that all of these kind of branch off of.
Oh, I thought we were so much
Do we see him
deeper
when
in.
he does that?
Yeah, so if you stick your head out into the main hallway, they will be able to see you on the cameras.
Ah, I thought I was much deeper in. Never mind.
Wait, so I
Let's
see them right now?
You're able
can-
to see me. I'll stick my head out of the room.
I
So
like.
not of the room, but you'll be able to see him if he leaves the room, goes down the side hallway, and sticks his head out into the main hallway.
Oh, okay. So right now I
the-
can't see them. Okay, cool. Cool.
No, you cannot see them right now.
There's some weird depth in this house. It's like Daedalus himself invented these halls.
I wouldn't count yourself on that. The last thing we really need to worry about is a goddamn minotaur. Over.
Y'all are really dramatic. All right, let's keep going.
I'm a film major. Of course I'm dramatic.
Come on, Frankie. Let's see if we can get you reunited with your friends.
Okay, that would be good. Really good. Yep. Have
If
you guys
there's,
noticed this place is kind of weird?
we've noticed quite a few oddities. For instance, the shapes of the rooms and the overall atmosphere. For instance, the windows in the ceiling there. You noticed? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it gives me the creeps. Not gonna lie.
Well, fair enough. If you can keep an eye out on those windows and just let us know if you see any sunlight, we can kind of judge the size of this house.
That'd be nice. I mean, just looking at the outside would be kind of nice, you know. So as you guys
For
are having
sure.
this conversation and kind of heading towards the main hall, the
Yeah.
voices are getting louder, and you see the other group coming out of another side hall that presumably was on the other side of the room that you were in. And so when he sees them, Frankie kind of gives a wave and he's like, "Hey guys, I got a little lost, but these two found me, and then now you found me, so we're all found now." And Yasu just kind of like looks at him, nods, and like continues on. And Prentice comes over and he's like, "Oh, I'm so glad you were okay. We got a little worried that you were, lost in there somewhere." And Frankie's like, "No, I'm good." And he's looking down.
I have a question, not to break up this happy reunion, but what kind of room were you measuring? I was able to hear you through a wall just down the corridor a little bit in one of the adjoining rooms. The measurements didn't really add up, but I was hearing talk of you measuring the other room, and I was wondering what the dimensions were.
Oh yes. So we just measured, and Yasu here has actually been writing them all down, and we're gonna draw out some plans later. But it looks like there is unaccounted space near the middle of the house.
Well, isn't that something?
And you hear Yasu like, and she's like, "Oh dear, I forgot. This is a competition of sorts, isn't it?"
I believe it's not really a competition unless you want to make it one.
I am not opposed to working together. And you hear,
Well, it looks like your boss has something else to say, but feel free to ask me any
You
questions.
got
I
a
will
little,
answer
you need a
honestly.
lozenge there?
Lozenge.
I'm
Maybe.
Got something in your throat? You got something to say?
I'm fine.
Ooh.
Thank you, though. We'll be heading on.
Very well. Keep track of your little one.
And Frankie just kind of goes, sorry.
Oh, no, he was wonderful. He was able to keep an eye out on the windows for us in case of sunlight.
So if they're leaving that room, are we allowed to go in and inspect
Yeah,
it?
you can do whatever you'd like.
All right. Because clearly they're not going to give us any answers.
Yeah,
Nope.
let's
Yeah.
tie on to
Second.
our string path and let's head over to where we think that other room might be and see if we can examine it.
Does I don't want to split us up again. No. All right. We'll stick together for now.
All of
right.
you go into a random path of the string. Just walk in.
Well, I don't know how to use the walkie-talkie, so I mean,
No. That's okay,
buttons.
Father. We'll stick together for now. All right.
Very well.
So we're gonna check out this room, see if there's anything strange.
See if it's similar in measurements. I believe I can recall the
that too.
information.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you guys are kind of knocking about. So roll me a spot hidden.
Ooh.
All right. That looks like
Oh.
a success.
You rolled
That's
2
pretty
spot hidden in a
good.
row. Oh,
Uh,
no, never mind. That was from earlier. I'm a dummy.
Poor Bobby is never ever gonna succeed.
no.
You're gonna do it.
Bobby
You
is
are.
made for
Well,
combat.
yeah, exactly. That's the thing. This is out of her element.
That's okay. You're Bobby. You're scanning the room for anything scary and threatening.
I'm just looking
and
at the ceiling right now.
Father Padre, you look around, and you notice that there is a door. There is a door, and you can only see the top, maybe 30% of this door. And it's kind of set into the floor about, it probably comes up to, maybe like thigh high.
Well, that is helpful. Are we able to open this one?
You can go take a look.
I would
And
love
as you
to.
get closer, you can see the door handle, but it would take some finagling to reach it and try and turn it to open the door.
Finagling, like would I have to reach under a floorboard?
You would have to reach into this maybe, like 3 or 4 inch gap between the floor and this door.
Lovely. I'm not getting flashbacks to movies like Saw at all. Let's try and
What?
stick our hand in here.
Let's not
Or-
stick our hands.
Oh, okay. Do you have a knife?
let's-
You could press it.
I was gonna use a handgun and see if I can
Oh my.
jam it in there and see if there's anything, any resistance or something.
Well, I don't think you'll have to discharge any weaponry, but if you have a stick or something long,
You
we
have
could
glow
just press the
sticks.
handle.
You
I'm
guys
not
have
gonna
glow
fire
sticks.
the handgun, Padre.
The
I'm
glow
just
stick is not
very-
a valid option.
I don't know who said that, but I think we can use our glow sticks.
You guys have glow sticks. Over.
I think this was very
Oh,
meta,
glow stick.
but that's
Because
okay.
I can see you guys on the cameras now. I can just do that.
Oh, that's true.
I can
Are
just
these
see what you guys are
audio
talking
cameras?
about.
I think that's illegal.
He's got a
Recording
walkie-talkie.
without
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm still holding the
Also,
button,
you guys
my
have
apologies.
mics.
All right, I'm gonna grab my one of my glow sticks, crack it, and stick it in
Whack it.
the space.
All right. So you
Who's
crack
in
it,
there?
stick it in there.
I
right,
crack
so-
it and stick it in there.
So you stick it in there, and you see a doorknob and the rest of the door.
Lovely.
There
Um,
doesn't seem
can
to be
you
any.
open
There's
it?
just this narrow space going between the floor, and it's kind of like that, like plaster continues down. Then there's that gap, and then there's the door.
How lovely. Are you able to open this door?
I'm gonna try, and I'll reach my hand and try and open the door.
Hmm.
All right. So you reach your hand in, and you try and get in there and get the door open. The doorknob does turn, and the door creaks open, but something is blocking it from opening more than an inch or two.
Lovely. So, what are your thoughts? Is there like a piece of furniture on the other side that might be barring our
I
entry?
don't. I'm gonna put my hand between the door, and like the crevice, and feel for what's blocking it.
It feels like some sort of
I'm scared that I'm doing that, but okay, go.
Do it.
Gosh.
you can feel around. The issue is that where you are, it in relation to the room this door leads into, it's like, think about if an elevator gets stuck lower than the floor that the door opens on.
What?
Okay.
That's kind of how it is.
So yeah, so if you're standing on the floor and the elevator is stuck halfway down past you, that's the doorway.
What
So I don't really have much height or give to
No, you
search
can't.
around.
You can feel a little bit, but you don't feel what's stopping the door. It must be lower than you can reach.
Dang it.
All right. Well, this
Okay.
was a fruitless endeavor. Let's reclaim our glow stick and see if we can find this room that we can measure. That's similar to the one we were in before.
Is this not the
You-
room that we were hearing from?
Did you really quickly? Did you drop the glow stick into the gap, or did you just hold it into the gap?
I held it.
Okay.
Someone snatches it away. Just kidding.
Oh god.
Hey,
No,
I
I
spent
was.
money on
Is
that.
this not the Padre? Is this not the room where we were hearing voices?
Is it? That's my question
I-
to Miss Keeper.
Oh, you assume so. This is the room that is on the other side of that wall, presumably.
Lovely. Well, this seems to be the place. Is there anything in our immediate vicinity that may give us aid in opening this door?
Not in your immediate vicinity, but can you roll intelligence for me?
Oh, frick.
Oh boy. Come on, genius, man. Oh!
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 Oh
Oh!
my gosh.
Finally.
Bobby's smarter than me.
Would you look at that?
She's a better problem solver than me.
All right.
Ooh,
So,
love.
Bobby, you have a
Mhm.
feeling that if you chucked a glow stick in, you would at least get a sense for what's in there.
Oh no.
All right,
many
we're gonna
glow
have to
sticks do we have?
sacrifice this glow stick.
You guys have
I
plenty.
mean,
Father, if
You guys, I
wanna
got plenty of
bless
those,
it,
don't worry.
How many glow sticks do we have?
We have a pack
I
each.
think we have about, yeah.
That's
And
what we
how
had.
much
I'm gonna
does the
say
pack
has
have?
10 each.
Okay, then never mind. Throw one away. That's fine.
If you want to bless this glow stick before I toss it in there.
What?
Bust it. Like cut it and
Okay.
sprinkle the glow stick
I
around.
said bless, but okay.
Oh. Okay. Dear Lord, thank you for this glow stick. Thank you for its service, and we are about to condemn it to a life of darkness forever. Thank you. Oh man.
What the shit?
Amen. And I'm gonna toss it in.
All right. So,
Such a depressing prayer. Oh my gosh.
and so you follow that light with your eyes in that little gap that you can see, and it hits a wall and kind of, rolls to a stop. And you catch the slightest glimpse of what looks like the bottom of a bookshelf.
Keep expecting. You said bod, and I thought you were gonna say body, and I was like,
A foot. Yes, a foot around the
okay,
door frame.
bottom of a bookshelf.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. So it seems that this is a furnitured area, just judging by what's in the room that we can see.
So to clarify, does the door push open? Because if something's against it, right, that's why we can't push it open.
Yeah.
Rather than
We
swinging it
combine our
open.
efforts to see if we can push whatever it is
That's
blocking
what I'm
away.
thinking. Do we want
All
to use
right.
our
I don't know about
strength
my
to-
squat weight, but I can certainly aid you in it.
I will try.
I'm kind of a
to-
noodle arm, to be honest.
Are we
Roll
rolling strength or power or what?
So I'm gonna have you roll strength. It would have
gosh.
been a hard success, but with Father Padre's assistance, it'll be a regular success.
Oh, well,
Ooh!
Which is perfect. Which is
Yeah.
exactly what I need.
Perfect.
hell
So
yeah.
you give that a good shove, and you hear the of whatever it is, kind of like scraping along the floor. And you take a look with your flashlight, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you see more bookshelves. You've managed to open it maybe like 3 or 4 more inches. There's more bookshelves. It appears that you found a library.
Oh.
Do you mind calling this in to the others?
Yep. All right, and I walkie-talkie. You can see us, right? Over.
Yeah, I can see you crowding
See?
around the door or something. Over.
Yeah, so looks like we found some sort of bookshelf and leads to a library behind some door. Over.
Huh. Weird. And I'll leave the mic on as it says like, "Hey Bucky, do you think you could bring another camera over to him to see if you can put one in there?"
Oh yeah, sure. No worries.
Alright, thanks,
And
man.
Buckley will go grab the camera and start heading over to get it set it up all nice and proper.
I'll little microphone was like, "Alright, Bucky's coming your way to put a camera in the room to see if we can get some more eyes in there." Over.
So
He does not
Buckley,
stray from the string.
Buckley.
Over.
Bucky,
Bucky.
intern.
It's Bucky.
as you make your way over, and you're following
Yeah.
the string,
No.
you hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Okay.
Hi.
So Buckley, as you're heading over to them, you run into Miss Marjorie Prentice.
Oh.
And Prentice is kind of, you hear her coming, like her shawl is chiming, she's humming to
How do you spell
herself.
Marjorie again?
Marjorie.
Aww.
Okay.
Wow, she's quirky.
And this
Um,
this is different from the grandmother, right?
This is the grandmother, Marjorie Prentice.
Oh,
This is
Okay.
the grandmother.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
Thank you.
pardon me, guys. I just have to dip out for a
I
moment.
in my
I
notes
will
I'd
be right
written
back.
down
Okay.
the grandmother, but I hadn't written the name of the grandmother. So there we go.
So she turns
Grandma
a corner,
Margie.
and
Yep.
she sees you, and her face breaks out into this like really, sweet grandmother smile. Oh, hello.
Oh hi.
Hi. I was just coming to find you all. I would like to hold a seance in a few minutes, and I would so love if you joined us in the sitting room. I think that if everyone participates, we'll get a great sense of what's happening in this house.
Yeah, sure thing, whatever.
Well,
Oh.
if you could tell the rest of your group that we'll be meeting in the sitting room in a short while, that would be wonderful.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Great. See you in a
He's
few.
just got like this dead look on his face.
Oh.
It's like
Alright, honey.
eyes glazed over.
See you later.
Yeah,
And
sure.
she kind of gives you a confused look as she
later.
walks away.
And then Buckley will continue on his way to his party.
Okay.
Just trudging
Buck-
along.
You find them pretty quickly.
All right, let's set up the camera gear. By the way, the grandmother wanted to hold some sort of seance or something. I don't know, pretty weird.
Oh, when she want to hold it?
Like pretty soon, she said. I don't quite remember.
Father Padre's here.
Father Padre's still here. Wow.
He's here, but
Buckley's
his
gonna
voice
start
is not
setting
here.
up the camera as.
All right. Yeah.
As they
Go
talk.
ahead. Set up the camera. And do you think we should check out the seance, or do you think we should prioritize this creepy door over here?
I
I'm
don't
giving
know,
you
I
the
mean,
the option to speak up, intern. Speak up.
I don't know. I mean, I'll have the camera set up like in a few minutes, and then after that, we can just monitor it as much as we like, right? Or we could go to the
Sounds like a
seance.
plan.
I don't know.
I'm back.
I'm
Father
just the
Padre,
intern.
there you are.
Sorry, I just zoned out for a moment. What
It
are we
happens
doing?
to the
His
best
eyes
of us.
rolled back in his head, and he just started screaming.
Yeah, basically.
The
Frothing at
power
the
of
mouth.
cursed compulsion.
Padre, no!
Looks like what's her name? Marjorie is gonna be holding some sort of seance. Do you want to go check it out, or should we hop
Absolutely
into
not.
this
That's
door?
very heathenistic. So no.
Yeah, but she could also be pointing us to the spirits, and you could
If you
bless
believe in
them
that
and send
hocus
them to where they
pocus,
go.
if you believe in that hocus pocus, I mean, you could, but what exactly is in this room? Have we figured out?
I don't know. I'm setting
No,
up
we
the
have
camera
not.
right now.
Oh,
So,
come on,
how
intern,
are
you can do it.
How are you setting up the camera? Because you can't actually, at this point, fully get into the room. Are you just setting it up in that crack?
Yeah. Is it possible to set it up so it like looks through the crack?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna like click open the tripod and like position the camera on top so it's got like a good little vantage point through the crack.
For sure. Is this a night vision camera?
I believe it would, yeah.
Um, Zero is it? Okay, yeah.
Because like generally
It's not
speaking,
zero, it's Scott.
yeah, zero. Who's zero? um, but yeah, I would like all the cameras have like a night vision function for it, or it gets too dark because it's exposure.
Oh, yeah, so
Very
yay.
good.
Yeah.
All that mumbo jumbo, I didn't get a word of it, but I bet you did, intern. You're top of
Yeah,
the line.
totally.
All right. So yeah, you go ahead
sure
and set
thing.
that up.
Awesome.
So that's all set. You turn it on.
All hooked up, all powered up. There we go. What do we see?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. What do I see?
So Scott, you see a library. There are shelves from floor to ceiling with books, and there's what looks like the corner. You can see from your vantage point the corner of like an old Persian rug, and just that from your vantage point through that crack, that's all you're seeing.
I'll go talk to the group and be like, well, it definitely looks like a library. You see a little bit of a rug, but otherwise it doesn't. I can't really see anything from this angle. But I don't know. It looks interesting at the very least. Over.
All
Let's,
right, here's what I
with
think we should do. I
certainly.
think we should head back, keep the camera here. Father Padre, you don't have to involve yourself in the seance by any means. You're free to go to your room. But
I'll go keep
while the
Scotty
se-
company.
sure, while we witness this quote-unquote seance that Marjorie's going to pull off, you can take a look in the cameras and see if any spirits or anything of paranormal nature pops up on camera from this crack.
Way ahead of you, sister. I'm on. It would be an honor.
If you don't, oh boy, if you don't mind, I'd actually like to film the seance.
Gosh.
Well, we have one camera here, right?
Wait.
Don't you have multiple cameras?
As
taking
long
film
as
of
Yeah,
I
that?
know how
we've
to
got
press
plenty. We got a
buttons,
lot of
I am
cameras.
more than willing to
like
watch
the one
screen.
that like we like move around are like the less fancy ones. Then we have like the big fancy one.
All right, great.
I mean,
Break.
if I don't
and
have to
we're
press
gonna
any
head
buttons,
back.
I'm more than willing to watch a screen to see if anything moves. That's no problem.
Okay, so Father
Sounds
Padre,
good.
when you look at the screen, just don't push any of the buttons. You'll be able to see like the different sections of what's going on. If it's a night
Lovely.
vision, it should just do it on its own, so don't worry about it. But if something
Lovely.
happens,
It's
immediately
really
tell
good.
us.
It's good for a boomer like me.
What's a boomer?
Sounds.
All right, we're gonna head back to
I
the.
Well, no, we
idea.
know what boomers
to
are
the
because
main-
they're like born in what, the 40s or 50s? But like
Yeah.
boomers would be a lot younger, so you might not even be a boomer. You might be too old.
It's the 80s, and I'm 40.
Yeah.
You will be a boomer soon.
Okay, so yeah.
Anyways,
Oh my god.
we're
day.
gonna head back to the main room and see what's going on.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
So who's going to the main room? All of you?
Except
I'm-
me.
Yeah, Father
Yes.
Padre is
Okay.
watching the cameras, and I'm going to.
I've got my eyes trained on the screen.
Sure. So your command center is in your guys' room, or is it separate from that?
It's in the
I'll be
room.
set up in the kitchen.
Okay, sounds
Oh,
good.
no,
All
the
right.
room?
So
Okay.
Father Padre's on the floor above you, watching the screen, and the rest of you are heading to that main sitting room. So
Yeah.
everyone is already seated when you arrive. They're all at a really large round table that's been moved into the middle of the space. There's one candle, one big candle lit in the center of the table, but no other light. So as you walk in, Marjorie looks up. Oh, if everyone could take a seat, and if you could hold hands with whoever's on your left and your right, that would be much appreciated. And everyone does that awkward shuffle where they kind of like squeak their chairs to the side to let you in.
uh, I'll like ask someone to like pull a chair out of the way so I can put myself in.
Luckily, the intern will do it as that is his job.
It is actually. Thank you. But I'm definitely gonna like make sure to like turn on my camera and I'll like put it in my lap so that way I can like still hold hands with people.
Got it. Okay. So everyone takes a seat. You all hold hands. The only break in the circle is Min. She holds a hand on her left, and that's Marjorie on her left, and a pen in her right hand. And this pen is hovering over a blank sheet of paper.
Oh,
Now,
it's one of
if
those
everyone
circle
could
thingies.
close your eyes.
Oh, one thing. I'm going to position myself to be holding hands with Scott on one side, and then what's his face, the leader of the other group on the other side.
Yasu?
Yasu. There we go.
Sure.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Do I, while this is happening, can I, like, I'll close my eyes, obviously, but, like, can I get a read on him or anything? While this continues on forwards, I guess.
Roll me
Ooh.
a psychoanalysis.
Ooh.
That's definitely gonna be a failure. We'll see.
Hey, you never know. You might get a crit.
Yeah,
Aw.
no, I knew.
I mean, you could have gotten it. You could have gotten it. It's.
Unfortunately, with your eyes closed, holding his hand, you're not getting a real read on him. You do know that he has calloused hands. So he's clearly used to doing something with his hands. He's not just a rich man.
Oh man,
He's not just
Five
a rich
was a rich
ordering
man.
people about.
Dude needs to moisturize.
All right, if everyone could
Moisturize me.
No, Noah. Let's shut that down right now.
Nope. I'm going to ask you all to take a deep breath as we call out to the spirits living in this house. If you can hear us, spirits, I ask you. Did we lose one of us?
Who did we lose?
Oh, we lost Bard.
Oh, the
I
bard.
think Bard.
The bard was too scared. He ran away.
Apparently. Sorry. If you can hear this, spirits, I ask you to use this woman's hand to speak to us. Please speak to us and help us understand your wishes. If you can hear my voice, use this woman to speak to us. There's a moment of silence. Then suddenly, the flame burns brighter, and there's a squeaking sound as Min begins to write furiously, her eyes still closed. A banging noise begins to sound from above, as though furniture is being thrown to the floor.
Ooh.
The single candle tips over and goes out. The room is pitch black. The banging noises begin to sound from the walls. And Scott, you get the feeling that someone is behind you.
Oh god.
Fucking
That's me. I'm kidding.
Meanwhile, while this is happening, do I see furniture in my room being tossed?
No, you don't see anything.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
shit. I'm
just-
gonna like squeeze Bobby's hand nervously.
The banging noises intensify, and you hear bang, bang, until suddenly a light turns on. Bobby, you realize that your hand has been let go of, and Yasu has stood up and turned on the light.
Oh.
The room is silent again. Prentice rushes over.
Got a little
Min.
spooked out.
I think that it is better for all of us if we can see what is going on in here.
I'll like
Yeah, but
slowly.
maybe they don't want to be seen in the light.
I'll slowly open my eyes and just kind of like shake a little bit. Just like there's. Did no one else? No one. Did no one see someone? I'm gonna like turn around and like, is there anything behind me?
There's nothing.
I'm gonna walkie over to Padre and be like, Padre, he doesn't know how to use walkie-talkie.
Oh,
Whatever.
shit. How
You
do
see
I use
anything?
this thing?
We just duct tape the walkie-on on all the time.
And I can't
but
hear
then
you.
it-
I
Yeah, it wouldn't be
before
able
we
to hear
left,
other.
I labeled it saying "Press me to speak."
Wonderful. Hello. Over.
All right, Padre, can you? Did you see anything on the camera? Over.
Did I see
Um,
anything on the camera?
So, Padre, what you are seeing now that the lights are on, and what you guys are all seeing, is that she not only wrote on one piece of paper, but scribbled furiously on many sheets of paper. There are pieces of paper all over where she's sitting, all behind her on the floor, and they all have something written on them. And Padre, you're looking at the camera now, and you're not seeing anything paranormal in the room necessarily.
Well, it looks to me like everything is all right, except that she seems to have written on many a piece of paper. We must be really killing the trees at this point. Over.
I'm gonna walk over to her and see what she's written.
All of the papers say help.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
God.
Did no one else?
What does it say? Over.
It says help.
I'm gonna
Over.
like reach out for one of the papers to like put in front of the camera, just so that we can get it on film. Did no one else feel anything?
Well,
You?
There was someone behind me.
I didn't feel anything.
Prentice looks at you, and she says, "You felt a presence behind you?"
I'm sure of it. There was someone behind me.
Maybe that was a spirit trying to communicate with us. Maybe they need our help.
But why were they behind me? Why wouldn't they behind you since you were running the thing?
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes spirits find someone that they identify with, that they think is the most receptive to their summons, to their calls.
Yeah, so they targeted the man in the wheelchair.
maybe that's because he's a ghost hunter.
Scott isn't laughing. He looks like Scott's been on like a couple like missions before, and he doesn't really get phased, but he looks genuinely concerned now.
Be that a-hole and slowly sneak behind Scott and just grab his shoulders.
Scott lets out a huge yell.
Lighten up. It's just me.
Oh, well, that doesn't seem sporting. Let the poor boy be.
I'm gonna like.
I'm just trying to keep him prepped for what we're about to face. We'll be okay, Scott. Don't worry.
Gotta keep him on his toes. Oh, sorry.
Exactly.
Ooh,
He
I
can't
don't
use his
know who
toes.
said that, but exactly.
I don't. I'm.
So as you
You gotta
guys
keep him on the edge of his seat.
are doing this, Yasu looks at Frankie, and he says, "You set up the night vision camera in this room as well, right?" And Frankie looks and goes, "Yeah. It's in that corner. It should have caught the whole thing." And he goes, "Let's go review the footage."
I'm
and
gonna
so
follow.
Yasu files out. Frankie goes with him.
I'm going with
Prentice
him.
is
I don't care.
standing next to Min and just, asking her if she's okay. And Min is nodding, looking kind of shaken up. And so Scott, you head with them. Does anyone else?
I'll follow Scott since I'm the intern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're my personal assistant.
Wait, where are they headed? I didn't hear that.
You're his wheel man.
They're gonna check the footage of like
Oh my god.
in night vision of what was going on.
Alright, I'll also look over, but I mean, if he's gonna be. Are we looking at our cameras?
Mm-mm.
No, we're looking at theirs.
They were headed to their command center.
Oh, what if they're all like, no, you can't see what we got?
Yeah, I know, but like Scott's too freaked out. He's gonna see.
Alright, I'll walk with them in case they give us any attitude.
All right. So you guys head there. And they sit down. They don't say anything about you entering the room or anything, but they don't really say anything to you. Yasu sits down and starts fiddling with the footage and with the tapes. And he puts one into play, and you see the room is over bright because it's meant for a darker setting.
Yeah.
And then the light goes out, and you see all of you guys sitting there, your eyes closed, holding hands, and you see Min writing with her pen furiously.
Yeah.
And you can see the words actually forming on the page as she's writing them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Behind her, all of a
Ooh.
sudden, a piece of paper falls off the table. And you can see that the paper is blank. And as it touches the floor, before it's completely fallen, words appear on it.
Ooh.
Everyone roll sanity that's in that room.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
dear.
All right.
Let's see.
Dun 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 dun.
Whoa, Bobby. Whoa, Bucky. Okay, here we go.
Here goes Scotty.
Ooh!
Oh,
Ooh!
oh, frick, yeah.
That presence behind you didn't do jack.
I'm
So
still.
all three of you take
Mhm.
two damage to sanity.
Oh shit!
Oh wow.
A success
Oh,
isn't
I'm
even
gonna take
enough.
damage
Oh
at all.
no. So basically, what you do is for your sanity points, you would lower it by 2
Extreme success
points.
isn't even enough.
Extreme excess wasn't enough. Holy smokes.
I'm worried what would happen if we failed.
Yeah, that's
So do
Oh,
we our
boy.
total goes down as well, or is it like the original? I mean the out of
It's the out of.
the numerator goes down.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
the out of. So like, for instance, I had 65 sanity. It's now gone down to 63.
Out of 65 though.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
What do you think?
Do any of you go back into the room to see what that paper says?
Yeah,
I-
I go.
I probably go too.
Okay. So you find it pretty easily because you know exactly where it fell. And you pick it up, you turn it over. It is the only
Ooh.
sheet written on in red ink.
Ooh.
And it says, I don't want to die.
Can I sniff it?
You can. Roll me. The heck am I having you roll right now?
I
I guess.
Percent?
maybe medicine.
Credit rating.
Yeah, roll medicine. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh no. Oh no. That's really
Oh,
I will let
no.
you roll either medicine or occult.
Well, what's your score for
this one? Wait. My medicine is a 1, so
Oh.
that's a fail.
Ah, damn.
But I had a higher for occult. But okay, whatever.
Ah, damn.
That's okay.
Well, that's shit.
I mean, can I taste it? If
What?
It's not even getting out of smell.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Just
wait, is that? What is that? Did you say that was
So that's a
success?
31 out of 1. That's a failure, correct? 31 versus 1.
Yeah. So.
Yes, that's a failure.
Okay.
Okay.
So
you sniff it, but you don't smell anything particular.
okay, I'm gonna taste it.
Ooh, okay. Roll.
Oh,
Ew.
Medicine again? Or
I
I
can I roll
can't.
occult this time? See what happens.
You can roll. Yeah, you can roll anything. Roll medicine or occult, or licking things is not covered in the rule book, fam.
well, gee, I wonder why.
This is
Just roll
science, Niv. Science.
Science.
I've been on the field.
Oh, science,
This
yeah.
is what we do.
Wait, no, it's not actually science. I was just saying that this is the scientific method to lick stuff.
I
It's
don't.
a
yeah,
science skill.
they definitely do not recommend licking things in science.
Okay,
so
okay.
I-
All right, scientist. Just roll me intelligence.
Oh.
Oh, you have a pretty high score. Yeah, boy.
Nice. So, you lick it, and in your days, you've had many an injury. You know the taste of blood.
Good.
It's a little anemic. As I suspected.
I have a
This is written in
question.
blood.
Uh-huh.
So while we were watching the footage, did I see anything behind me?
Roll spot hidden.
Oh boy, here we go. Where's the letter S on here? There's the letter S.
Hey,
Ooh,
Nice.
Scott
You
hidden.
see
Scott hidden.
Oh boy.
Freaking A.
you see on the tape as they rewind it and watch it again, this time you tear your eyes away from that sheet of paper. Behind you, you see a figure of some sort. It's blurry, and it's just a shadow, but it looks like a large person reaching out towards you with both of their hands.
Huh. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn around and I'm gonna slowly go into the other room where Father Padre is. I'm gonna roll right up to the monitor. I'm gonna sit there and I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
Well, were you rejected from
I-
another girl or something? Why are you sulking?
Silence.
All right then.
Alright, so I already relayed to everyone that the note was made out of blood. I'm assuming that this is some sort of paranormal message. And I don't know what we can investigate from this one note.
There's I forget to the people who know for sure. How many people have gone missing in here?
I believe it was 2.
Before
It's two
then,
that you know of.
that we know of, and then from before that, they said contractors also went missing in here. How many sheets of paper are there in that room?
Many.
You
It
said they
will-
all say help, except for the one that says I don't
You
want to
want me
die,
to
correct?
count all the sheets of paper?
I'm curious, that's all. Because if it was just one, I don't know. I don't know. I just what if
Well, I don't know about this house. It's making me insane.
Father Padre, there was something
Yeah, it's
behind
pretty
me.
crazy, right?
Oh, there was something behind you. Was it Bobby playing a prank?
There's something here that wanted me.
You particularly. I don't think they wanted your wheelchair.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't see what they looked like, but they were large. They were there, and they were reaching out for me.
Was it a human figure or was it something else?
One.
I don't know. I couldn't see it. All I saw was the hands.
The hands, hey?
Hmm.
Interesting. Well, you might not want to be alone without people for a while, making sure you're safe
I
from
don't
any
think
I
malicious
just want to
spirits.
say,
I don't think
I'm an
that's
intern,
it.
not a bodyguard.
Well, that's the thing, though. I don't think people being
That
around
would
me is gonna
be
change
me.
anything. I was in a circle full of people, and that thing almost got to me. If if that other guy didn't turn on that light,
I wouldn't have let him get to you. Don't worry, Scott.
how do you know that?
I just do. Trust me on it. And I
You've
pat him
got
on
a
the back.
vibe for this kind of stuff.
Sure, let's go with that, Padre.
I think
Absolutely, I'm always correct.
we should stay in the light.
We signed up for this job for a
We
reason.
always stay in
There's
the
no
light
point
of
in
our
freaking
Lord.
out or getting scared.
Father
Goal is
Padre
to
always on
figure out
This
point.
what the
is
problem
different.
is.
And Scott actually like
Why?
legit get mad. Because it was behind me.
Well, what's so special about you, son?
But it
Ooh,
Why
proves
would
the
it want
point
you?
that what
Father
you're doing
Padre.
is proper.
He doesn't say anything. Forget it. Fine, you're right. Let's go fucking figure out what the hell else is. But just please stay in the light.
In the light of our
yeah, sure
Lord.
thing, boss.
Certainly.
I'll like look over, Padre. While you were watching the cameras, did you see anything weird in the other rooms?
I didn't see anything strange or unseen.
So that means all that banging we heard wasn't coming from other rooms. It must have been coming from the walls themselves.
Oh, there was banging? I didn't see or hear anything
It's
Yeah, it was
in
pretty
my room.
loud, dude. You didn't hear it?
Did I hear anything?
You did not.
No, I didn't hear nothing.
I'll like kind of slide over a bit. I want to take a peek into the library room where we put a camera in. Is it the same as it always has been so far?
Looks like it.
Okay. Well, we're probably gonna need to go further in.
Further
Alright.
up
Alright,
and
sure thing.
further in.
So at this point in the day, you guys have been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
Between searching the house and, lunch and, second lunch and
Second lunch.
11 C's.
But yeah, there we go.
What's about second lunch?
and
11 C's.
and measuring and all of this and the seance as well. It's getting late. It's probably
Oh.
near a time that it's definitely dark outside after the seance, and you can hear the other group sort of deciding to turn in for the night.
Interesting. Well, with respect to Scotty's sight, and he wants us to stay in the light, should we have a night light, or should we remain in one room? I know I was not wanting Bobby to be in the similar vicinity to us, but if she has her own bed, I don't see any reason why she couldn't be with us for tonight at least.
I'll stay with y'all. Fine. I'll just
As long as you get
grab
your
a-
own bed, that is fine by me.
I can sleep on the floor, Padre. Done it before.
Alright.
Should we lock the door?
Should we take shifts watching our cameras?
We should probably watch the cameras. We don't know if someone's gonna come on.
I mean, I'm feeling pretty well rested. I don't know about you, but I can take first watch.
Alright, yeah, sure thing.
What order are you guys keeping watch in?
Me,
I'll
Uh,
go last.
I'll go in between the two of them.
so
I'll
probably
go-
intern and then Scotty and then
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
So, that's the order.
Okay. All right. So Father, Buckley, Scott, Bobby. Got it.
Yep.
All right. So you guys turn in for the night. Father.
Hey,
you keep
Scott. Before we go to bed.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Scott.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. Didn't mean to scare you like that.
And kind of like swallow a bit. It's fine. It's fine. It just, Any other one, it's whatever, right? Because we've done these kind of things before. It's just this hasn't happened before. You know what I mean?
Look, I know you want us to stay within lights, but I'll tell you, having been someone who's already seen the light, I ain't itching to go back, and I won't let you all leave anytime
Stay in the light
soon
of our
either.
Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Just like
He
slow,
shall protect you.
slowly slides a Bible
Not
over to
helping.
us.
This is some real hefty reading, but I assure you, it will save your eternal soul. I
I'm-
slide back on like a really squeaky wheelie chair.
There is definitely like the scrolly like spinny chair in there.
Yeah, but it's like the bearings are just totally shot.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Anyways, my point is, I've got your back, kid.
And
You're
so
fine.
does Jesus Christ.
Ruins every moment.
God damn it.
Other pod.
Padre,
I
I'll
love
be
it.
honest. I'll be honest with you and say he didn't have my back the first time. Let's hope he has it this time. And I go to bed.
I'll grab onto like Bobby's arm and she's like, thanks. And I'm sorry for snapping earlier. It's just got me on edge. Just I got spooked for the first time in a very long time. Ain't gonna happen again. I'm calm, collected, I can keep myself contained.
It'll be fine. And I just pat him on the shoulder.
I'll we'll
I'm going
turn
to
in.
slap.
And now it's time for
Time to
sluts.
sleep.
All right. So everyone hits the hay except for Father. Father, you stay out watching the cameras. Roll me Constitution.
Constitution.
Oh shit. Oh, to stay awake.
Yeah, that is not a good sign.
So, Father, you felt totally fine going into this, but
Absolutely.
no,
Fit
it
as a
hits
fiddle.
it's like the third hour of your shift, and you're watching the camera, and your eyes you're closed a little, and then you jolt back up, and they close a little, and you doze off for a little while. Buckley, you wake up in time for your shift, and you see Father just dozing in front of the camera.
Oh dear. I guess I'll go shake him up.
What happened? I did not fall asleep
yeah.
under any circumstance.
Okay, yeah, sure thing, dude. Your bed's over there. I guess
Lovely. You
dressed
even
up or
warmed it
something.
up for me. Perfect.
Yeah, sure thing. Whatever.
Whatever.
All right. Well, I didn't see anything. So here's
Oh.
hoping your shift is as uneventful as mine.
Yeah, probably. Like, dude, this reminds me of this one time in college.
Oh
like,
no. Oh no.
boy,
Here we
it
go.
way too late. Like, oh boy, I'm pretty sure like the morning was about to come, and I was just super tired. And I had this friend, I think he was like Chinese or something, and he was going on and on about this like white powder he put in his food. I think he called it like MGS or something like that. It improves the flavor. So, anyways, like I was super tired like this one time. So I go and make myself some ramen noodles, which are great, dude. Like you gotta try ramen noodles sometime. And I'm like, okay, I gotta try this stuff out. So I like go and I find this container with this white powder in it. And I put it in my ramen noodles and I eat it. And it's like it doesn't taste all that different, but like, well, it turns out that this wasn't actually NGS. It was actually like a laxative, and I was just. Oh man, it was terrible. Like the bathroom was a total
You were
mess that night, and like
you went
they
to the
had
porcelain
the
throne
call
and
and the
it went
janitor,
full
and it was
force.
even like a oh yeah, it was crazy, dude. There was a local story all around the school, like who done it, and like of course you aren't gonna say you aren't the
That is
person who
a
done it, but
that
like
is a
oh
fascinating
boy, it was
story.
wild.
But I must say I am absolutely tired. I'm famished. I need to sleep.
Oh, all right, sure thing, dude. Yeah.
All right.
See you around.
I will listen to the story upon my awakening.
Of my
Uh,
awakening.
Buckley, roll
Yeah, sure thing,
Constitution.
dude.
for
Whatever.
me.
Oh, please let
Do I
Bucky
get
succeed.
advantage from having a lifestyle of staying up way too late?
No, I think that actually
No.
means that your sleep deprivation load is high.
No. Wait, I want to use my luck points on that.
You're gonna
Go
use
ahead.
8 your luck? Alright.
All right.
How do I use my luck points? I
Well,
don't
you
know.
no, you
It's okay. You just say that you've used them.
yeah,
you edit
Okay.
the number.
yeah, it's like your sanity. You edit the number so it's less.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
There's no
Subtract 8
numerator.
points from your luck.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bucko, you succeed at your roll, and you keep
Awesome.
a pretty close eye on your duties and on the cameras, and at some point you happen to see Min get up and use the restroom, come back
Oh.
out, go to sleep, or at least walk
Yeah.
back into the room because you don't have cameras in their rooms.
Oh, that'd be creepy.
Or do we?
We don't.
You don't.
Or
We
do
don't.
you?
And at some point soon after that, you catch a
Yeah.
glimpse of something moving.
Oh.
But
Which camera is this? Is this the main hallway?
it's the main hallway, but you blink and the
Okay.
something is gone.
Huh. Do I have like a recollection of what roughly looked like a humanoid or a spirit orb?
Roll me intelligence.
Oh boy.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy, here we go.
All right.
Here we go. Ooh.
Yay.
Seemed vaguely humanoid, yes.
Huh. So, and it looks like more like astro like of course the cameras aren't going to look great because it's nighttime, but from my intelligence check, did it appear like it was like a very clearly a real physical human, or did it look like, an after image of a human, or like something that faintly resembles a human but looks more like a glare or something like that?
More the latter. It was very brief.
Oh,
It was almost like a flicker.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Interesting.
But the rest of your shift
indeed.
passes without anything happening.
Oh boy.
All right. I'll go and I'll wake up Scott then.
Hey man. Anything weird and crazy happen? The house didn't catch on fire, I see.
Yeah, dude, like, oh yeah, totally, dude. Like, halfway through, there's like this after image of like a human on like the camera or something like that, like right after one of the dudes from the other group went to bed. But it was gone like the moment after, so I'm pretty sure it was nothing. Maybe like something messing with the circuits or something. I don't know.
Was it in like the same spot where they like walked or whatever? Or was it like somewhere else?
Yes, it was in the same spot.
Oh dear, my audio is bugging out. 1 sec, I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
It's
Can you hear me okay?
yes.
Yep. You're clear as a whistle.
Hello? Noah?
That's Father Padre would say.
Someone say something.
Hi.
Noah?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
All right. I think I can hear you, but it's not great.
Awesome
Yeah, it's
sauce.
not great, but I can hear you. All right.
Okay.
Say what you just said.
We can hear you, dude.
All I said was it was actually right where you saw Min walk by.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so like that thing that a VHS tape does when you record over the same thing twice, and it, if someone's in the light in a dark room, it shows them after the fact. Like I think it might have been something like that. But also, like, it could have not been. Like, I know you're really big into the ghost stuff, and you're always interested in that. So, like, I don't know. It could have been a ghost or whatever. I don't know.
Well, we'll definitely have to check in with them whenever they wake up. because that's
Yeah, sure
So-
thing, dude.
it's a little too suspicious. But yeah, go take a rest. I'll take it over from here.
Yeah, totally. And like Buckley, who always has bags over under his eyes, has like double bags under his eyes right now. And he just like flops on the bed, and like the moment his head hits the pillow, he's out.
Does he snore?
No.
Oh, okay.
At least not heavily.
I bet Father Padre snores.
He's definitely that sleeper that like has his mouth like wide open and
Did you breathe through his
You
mouth?
yeah,
Oh, mouth breather.
Friggin' mouth
absolutely.
breathers.
That's Buckley strikes me like that kind of guy.
But he's also very smart though. But yeah.
All right.
Intelligence
There's a
has
difference
nothing to do
between
with how you
smart
sleep.
and educated.
Smart and
Scott, roll me Constitution.
Okay. Here goes nothing. Hard success.
Wowee.
All right. So you managed to not managed to. You're so wired. You couldn't sleep right during your shift if you tried.
Too much coffee.
And like, yeah.
You are
Very.
on high alert. Especially after what Buckley said about seeing, something, and you don't necessarily trust that it's an after image, especially not after what you saw.
Hmm.
So you watch those cameras like a hawk, but you don't see anything.
Like kind of like in the middle of like my shift, I'm gonna like reach into one of my bags that I always carry with me, but I never use. I pull out a tape that and I just kind of hold it in my hand for a little bit. Just like look down for a couple seconds, just be like, this is not. It's not anything. You've seen this all before. It's not anything. It just. It's not related. It's not. It's not. Just stop freaking out. Stop freaking out. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. You've done it before. You can do it again. I'll put it back in the bag and I'll just go right back to watching. And then once my thing is done, I'll go over to wake Bobby.
Alrighty. Bobby, you're up. Roll me.
See anything?
Constitution.
Oh, I'm gonna ask Scott if he saw anything.
Nope. Didn't catch anything at all. Bucky saw something a little while ago. He thought it was an after image, but we might want to talk to Min in the morning.
All right, I'm gonna grab my handgun and twirl it in my
Oh my
in
god.
my hands
Oh my
just in
gosh.
case.
Oh my god.
So much for
Get some
sugar
shut eye,
safety.
kid.
I'll definitely try. I'll go try to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, Bobby, the first few hours of your shift go okay. Nothing to report. You don't see anything. No one moves. Nothing happens. However, around the third hour mark, you start feeling the most intense wave of sleepiness, of bone deep weariness that you have ever felt.
What?
You have never had a problem staying awake on a shift like this. There are too many things haunting you as a person for you to ever prefer to sleep over working. But you can't fight this one.
What?
Your eyes close.
Oh no.
In the darkness of sleep, a noise breaks through to you. Drip, drip, drip.
Does this wake me up while I hear the noise, or is it like in
Your
my
eyes.
slumber?
Your eyes open. The sound seems to be coming from somewhere outside of the room. Drip. Drip. Drip.
Okay. I'm gonna cock my handgun and take a flashlight and peer out. I don't see anything on the camera, right?
No, you don't see anything on the camera.
All right. Gonna open the door and peer outside. Why am I doing this alone? I should wake everyone up.
Drip. So you don't see anything in the hallway, and the sound sounds like it's coming from the bathroom.
Okay. I'm not doing it alone. I wake everyone up.
Oh shit.
Hey, get up.
You
Up.
do your best to wake them up, but no one moves.
Oh no.
Okay. Done this before, you can do it again. All right. Okay. Want to straighten up. I have my handgun, right?
You do.
And a flashlight.
You do.
And I'm gonna head towards the bathroom.
Drip. Drip. Drip.
Open the bathroom door.
The door is closed, but you can open it.
You wanna open it?
Okay. As you swing the door open, you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror. You look normal, if a bit haggard, and there's a dim red light that seems to illuminate the space. The faucet over the sink, where one could expect the dripping sound to be coming from, is off. You listen closely for a moment, and you realize...
Do the lights not work in the bathroom?
Are you trying the switch?
Yeah, I'm gonna try the switch.
Oh boy.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Your flashlight...
Sorry, you were talking about a red light. My flashlight's gonna flicker out, isn't it?
Your flashlight begins to flicker.
Gosh darn it! And I'll like bang it against the counter of the sink to like see if the batteries are jacked or something. They're
The
not,
sound
but, you know.
seems to echo in this small space. But you still hear it. Drip. Drip. And you realize the sound is coming from your right, from behind the closed shower curtain. Drip. Drip.
I'm
Drip.
gonna open the shower curtain.
Sure. So, you see, you pull it back, and you see a bathtub, white with ornate bronze feet. The bathtub itself is filled to the brim with something dark and viscous. You smell metal. As you look at it, something shifts.
Is it the metal that I would smell if it was blood? Or is it a different metal?
It's blood. You smell blood.
Okay.
As you look at it,
Awesome.
something shifts underneath the surface, and the dripping sound intensifies as it sloshes over the side. Even as you stand there, the thing under the surface moves again. A face begins to rise, eyes first, streaming with that dark fluid. You see bulbous, bloodshot eyes with no lids, staring into yours with a crazed, frightening intensity. You know for certain, with a shock that slams into you, that the bathtub is full of blood. You wake up. Roll sanity.
Woo! Come on. You can do it. Oh no! Do you want to spend luck?
No.
I would
Let's
spend
see how
the
this
luck.
works.
Alright.
You would? Nah.
Oof, you lucked
It's
out.
the one
Whoa, whoa, you really lucked out. Oh shit.
All
I
right,
took one
take
damage.
1 damage to your sanity.
Okay.
Oh god.
All right. I'm awake now.
You are awake now.
I'm gonna go check the bathroom.
All right. You head out into the hall. Everything is quiet. You hear some snoring from the room that the other group is in. Um, and the bathroom is empty. The light switch works just fine now.
Nothing in the bathtub.
So you pull back the shower curtain, and for just a fleeting second, almost like an after image, your brain provides that horrifying image. But no, there's nothing there.
Okay. I'm gonna turn on the shower just to see if anything is coming out of the drain, the whatever shower head. I'm assuming nothing will happen, but just to be sure.
It makes that like horrendous groaning noise that old pipes make before the water
Ugh.
comes out. And it starts as kind of like a and there's like a trickle and then there's a full stream, but it's just water.
Okay.
Ooh.
Covered all my bases. All right, let's go. And I head back.
All right. So you head back and it's around it's around 5:30 in the morning. You look outside and it looks like the sun is, just about to rise. Do you finish your watch or do you wake anyone up?
Finish my watch.
Alrighty. So, your watch finishes, and the rest is uneventful.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And so everyone, slowly comes awake. And it's unless you wake them up early, it's probably like a good like 7:30, 8 in the morning by the time people are starting to rouse. And you guys get up, kind of, rub the sleep out of your eyes, brush your teeth, whatever. But you know that breakfast will be laid out in the sitting room, and the day is yours.
Fucking hell.
Lovely. I had the best sleep ever.
I
Well, yeah,
Didn't.
dude, it was great.
I've had better. But it's fine. Bobby, what about you? We never asked. How did your watch go?
Watch was pretty uneventful.
Huh.
Awesome.
All right,
Then
then.
we'll be able to continue on with our, I guess, dissection of this house.
Well, one thing we should probably do if we're gonna be eating breakfast with everybody, we should have a group talk.
Group
'Cause
talk.
About?
I'll look over at Buckley, but Scott would never say it out loud.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about Min last night.
Men. What about men?
I don't like gesture to Bucky.
It's better
see
not be
anything,
one of your
Buck?
college
Like,
stories again.
No,
Well,
nah, dude. Like, there's just like this after image on like the tape, from the camera, and apparently it looked kind of like a person. So like we weren't sure if it was like an after image or, I mean, Scott here thinks it might have been a ghost, and like I'm just the intern, so like I gotta tell him that kind of stuff.
well,
What did the figure
Yeah.
look like?
It looked kind of like a humanoid, but like honestly, that's all I could tell. It was really faint. Like it it was kind of like an after image, you know, on the tape, and then when you record something bright and then something dark over it, you might see like a little, you might see like a bright spot where something was bright before. This was kind of like that, like an after image
Like a flicker.
of the person is. Yeah, yeah, like the flickers. Like they're 1 second gone the next, right?
So, question for the keeper,
Mhm.
and I feel like I won't get the answer, but I'm going to ask anyways. Is the after image that Buckley is describing the same image that I saw in the bathtub, or the same humanoid figure?
Ooh.
You only really saw like eyes and maybe a nose. And Buckley saw like the outline of something, so it's not really comparable.
Knew it. Too
Well,
vague.
the reason I find it suspicious is because, before Bucky saw that, he saw Min head into the bathroom, walking back in, and then a couple of minutes later, something takes the same path as her.
Oh yeah, like she used the bathroom and then it was like right after her, which is why I think it might have been an after image because it was kind of like in the same spot where she walked, right?
Or maybe something, the thing that made her write stuff is still with her.
Go
Yeah, sure
see
thing,
what
dude.
the other group is at and figure out how their night went.
That's, yeah. We gotta have a nice group discussion over some nice breakfast because I am starving and I really need to feel good for this morning.
So I guess we head out.
Breakfast time!
All right. So breakfast is laid out in the sitting room. Similar meals as yesterday. There's some sandwiches that you see. You know, a couple of solid-looking egg sandwiches, some breakfast sausages, some oatmeal-looking stuff. Just chill breakfast, continental spread.
Waffles.
Yep.
The room is empty. The food looks like it hasn't been touched, and the other group of investigators is nowhere to be seen.
Huh.
Do we know where they stayed?
Well, this is
They're in the
lovely.
room
I got all
across
the
from
food
us.
to myself.
They're in the room across
All
from
right.
us, so we're in the same floor.
I'm gonna go check that room. If
Are you
anyone wants
checking
to
their
join.
room or their command center? Because those are two different rooms.
Oh, are
Their
they?
command center is
Command
down the
center.
hall from the sitting room.
Oh, okay.
Let's go check the command center first.
So you find them there, all of them.
Okay.
They're all kind of huddled around the large viewing monitor, and you can see them reviewing tapes. Everyone looks really tense. Prentice is pacing nervously, fiddling with the beads on her shawl. She looks up as you all enter, and you can see that she's fighting tears.
I walk over to her. Marjorie, is everything all right?
No, Min has gone missing.
Oh no.
Do you have any
Oh, that's
time
heavy.
frame as to when this would have happened?
Well, I woke up early this morning, and I looked around. I was feeling anxious, and she was still there. And this must have been around 7. The sun was already up. Oh no, this was before that. It must have still been dark out. Sometime very early this morning. And when I did wake up at 7, she was gone.
Well, now might be as good a time to any to share because we were also watching stuff last night. We didn't see anything specific, but last night we saw Min go out to use the restroom and she came back to your room as far as we could see, but something showed up after her. We don't know what it was. We're not sure where it came from, but it was only there for a split second, but it was It was going the same direction that she walked on before.
Yasu kind of whips his head up. You saw something. It says, what do you mean something?
Just a
It was
figure.
an after image. There's really not much to go off of.
And it just followed her path. It didn't do anything. Did it enter the room?
It was there for 1 second and was gone the next.
Like a blip.
A flicker.
Yeah.
You find anything on your cameras?
Nothing. Even the night vision, there's nothing on it. We've been watching it for the last hour. Marjorie speaks up at this point. Do you think that maybe she could have just left? I mean, last night maybe it was just too much.
Do we have a way to call the guy who brought us all here?
Yeah, where's the dude? Where's the butler?
So he's told you that he'll check in periodically, so he'll probably reappear at some point today.
So we gotta wait for him then.
Meanwhile, Frankie looks up and goes, I don't know about that. I found her glasses on the side table. When I talked to her about him, she's blind as a bat without these. I don't think she would have left them.
Something. But.
Oh, one question. We had footage of Min in our camera, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna take a look at that footage
Okay.
of just her face. I can see her face, correct?
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Do the outlines of her face, or do they match what I saw in my dream? Or if I don't know if it's
Oh,
dream,
then
but
you're gonna
whatever I
check if she
saw
had
in the
glasses
bathtub.
on, and then
Just want to
So
see if the eyes and nose they match.
No.
check if she has glasses on then as well.
She's like a soft, like kind of, she's like, sort of like subtly pretty, like very like small face, like pretty delicate features. She does not look like the terrifying thing that you saw in that bathtub.
So it's not her.
And she is wearing her glasses in that clip of video that you have of her.
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna out loud be like, oh, it's not her. It's not her. Okay. I'm gonna take Marjorie to the side.
Okay.
Marjorie.
Yes, dear. What is it?
I don't normally ask people this. Okay. I know you've done seances, but have you ever dwelled with dreams?
Oh, of course. Many people come to me for seances after having dreams that lead them to believe in something beyond our current world, our current reality. What is troubling you, dear?
I don't know if it's just my past or if it's the spooky environment that we've willfully placed ourselves in, but I saw something last night, and I wasn't sure if it's real or if it was part of a dream. But I went to the bathroom, and something in the shower was there. It was just this thick red fluid, and someone was in it, and I don't know what to make of it. So maybe it's just my twisted head trying to put nonsense into sense, but I just wanted to ask what you think.
Was it someone you know? What was it? A familiar face?
Was it a familiar face?
No, this was a horrifying visage that
Okay,
barely...
I figured. Okay. No, it wasn't anything I've seen before.
Interesting. I mean, usually dreams do give us insight into things that are troubling us. You said it was filled with some sort of liquid?
Yeah, blood, to be exact.
Oh! And she kind of like hand over her heart, like, oh dear. Well, I certainly there are forces at work here that we may not have explanations for, and it could be that you are sensitive to those negative things and forces around us.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, or it could just be my past trying to haunt me. I don't know. Look, I'd really appreciate it if you didn't share this with anyone just yet until we kind of figure out what's going on here. Last thing I want to do is frighten my group, especially when I'm out there trying to protect them. I don't want to give them my troubles just yet. So keep it between us.
Of course, absolutely. I wouldn't dream of telling others of your innermost thoughts, dear.
Thanks, Marjorie. And I walk away.
So in the meantime, Yasu is watching those tapes again and again, and he's just trying to see anything that, any flicker of motion or movement that she could have, just been out of in the blind spot of the camera or anything, and they're not seeing anything.
Oh, I asked Marjorie one more thing, and I'll ask it in front of everyone. I'm just going to be like, regarding Min, how does she channel what she did yesterday? Is there a reason she's able to write so fast or be able to do what she did during the seance yesterday?
Yes, well, out of all of the people that I've worked with, Min is one of the few that is very, very sensitive to those of the spirit world, and she has an innate ability to channel. It's a very rare ability that I've seen in my lifetime, only several times. I am able to do so, but as I grow older, it becomes harder and harder for many spirits to connect with me, whereas Min is still impressionable and young, and she is a very, very strong medium.
Huh. I wonder. We don't.
What's on your mind, kid?
I'm just trying to think. Of all the people that come in here, because this place is the way it is, we have no idea where they were whenever or where they were going. But is it possible, and we have to consider the idea that she went further in? We don't know for sure. Maybe she's somewhere out there. Maybe something else. But it's something we'll have to consider, and if anything, it gives us more of a reason to go in there and see if we can find her.
I mean, I guess if she hasn't left the house, I mean, we gotta find her at least somewhere inside the house, right?
We still got more ground to cover, right?
Oh, we haven't even scratched the surface. Are you kidding me? Besides, if
Right.
she...
I think we should start with that and see if we find her along the way.
Yeah. Well, one thing we could do if we wanted, to make sure that we don't get too lost, we could follow along the same path you guys went on yesterday and go deeper from there.
Oh, that was the plan anyways. I ain't starting any new path just yet.
Alright, good. Because we don't want to just put string everywhere and get confused.
No.
Also, it'd be a good
What do you
idea
say, Father Padre? You ready?
Honestly, I was trying to get some more shut-eye and sleep in a little bit, but I think I'm ready to rock now.
One thing we might
Rock
want to
in the
do...
name of Jesus. Rock with your prayers.
Oh my god. One thing we might want to do on the way back is check in that one room you guys were by yesterday, just to see.
The one we put in the camera.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's open, maybe it's not.
Well, it'd be worth checking out. Bet you we can.
Can we check? Is there anything in the footage of that room from the previous night?
I mean...
of that room, there certainly is footage. Would you like to view it?
Might as well.
I think we should.
Sure. So you view the footage. At some point in the wee hours of the morning, it's a night vision camera. So sudden flashes of light or sudden, brightening of a room will take a second for that, refocusing.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, there is a moment where there is a flash of light. It doesn't last very long, and it fades. And that's it.
Well, I'll be.
Well, that gives us something, if anything.
I think we should check
Let's
out that
check
room
out the
again.
room.
Oh, we definitely need to. And we should also make sure that the yarn is still intact.
Absolutely.
All right.
Quick out of character question. Do you guys want to go till 10:30 or till 11?
I'm fine with either.
I'm
I'm
in a later time zone than you guys, so I'll leave it up to you.
an earlier
Can we
time
aim for
zone.
10:45?
Sure, we can.
Right.
Let's aim for that then. That gives us a good
Okay.
chunk of time.
Yeah,
Awesome sauce.
Alright,
20 minutes is good.
Onwards.
Yeah.
Onwards.
So we're following the string to that specific room.
Mm-hmm.
Anything peculiar while we walk towards there?
Well, before you actually make it out there, you hear, and the sitting room is relatively close to the main entrance of the house. You hear that heavy door unlock, swing open, swing shut, lock. And you see Mr. Ogashi walk into the room.
Oh, thank God.
He kind of takes
Look
a
who it
look
is.
around and has something happened?
As a matter of fact, yes. You said you're having a problem with missing people. Well, guess what? You have a new missing person.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions. Has Min spoken to you?
No, not since I introduced a lot of you yesterday.
Now we can jump to conclusions.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Well,
I will talk to the staff and see if they've seen her. Perhaps she left in the night. We will hope that she left in the night.
we have reason to believe that that may not be the case. We were told by one of her other associates that she wore glasses and she could barely see without them, and she disappeared without even wearing them. I don't know if she'd be able to find her way out of here without them.
Very well. You are the experts, and I will take your word for it.
But it'd be good to check either way, because, it's still missing.
Absolutely. I will contact them and question the staff myself.
Thank you kindly.
So he leaves the room. Frankie speaks up at this point. You're sure she didn't just, leave? I mean, I know she probably didn't, but is it wrong to hope that she did?
I'm gonna like head over to Frankie and just kind of put a hand on his arm and just be like, I would love to hope that she just walked out. Believe me, more than anything I would. And the last thing I want to do is give you the last thing I wanted to do is lie to you about what's going on. So I want to be perfectly frank with you that this is not normal. God damn it. Fuck you. Fuck all y'all. Deviants.
You brought this.
I wasn't. It's not. You know me. I don't do puns on purpose. This is not a normal thing that happens, and for all we know, maybe she just ran out of here in a hurry because she got scared, and it's not wrong to hope that, but you gotta consider the possibility that she's still somewhere out there.
You're right. You're right, man. You're right. I just. Oh, okay.
The best thing you can do right now, and the best thing we can all do right now, is to keep searching this place to assuming that she might be still somewhere in here. 'Cause we don't know for sure.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Okay.
Don't be reckless either.
Yeah, you won't catch me anywhere alone in this place.
Good on you. And I'll head back to the group and be like, room time.
You being all brave about this. Proud of you, kid.
I don't know. I had a little bit of an epiphany in the middle of the night, I guess. This is the first thing that's ever genuinely scared me on these things, and that just gives me more of a reason to want to find it.
That's the spirit.
So,
All right.
onward.
All right. So you guys head onwards. Back to that library.
Yep.
So with the combined force of Bobby, of Buckley, maybe Father Padre if he's feeling up to it, you guys do manage to get that door open enough to get into the room.
I would love to be the first one to step my foot, in a place that hasn't been seen in years.
Oh boy.
Very well. Put your feet in there, Father Padre.
I would be overjoyed. Let me grab a glow stick.
Your feet are eaten by the rug.
Yeah. It's a mimic. Joe baited.
So, you get in there with the glow stick. You notice that it is very dusty. It is. No one has stepped foot in here in many, many years. Kind of dusty.
Well, that was the reason I stepped in.
Can barely see amongst it.
And roll me. Actually, depends. Are the rest of you making your way in? Except, Scott, it's going to be kind of hard for you to get in there.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to do much. I'll have to wait for everyone else.
Yeah, I'll follow right behind Padre, and I'm gonna use a flashlight instead of a glow stick.
All right.
But the glow stick is so much more
Gucci man.
atmospheric.
Yeah.
The flashlight gives more coverage.
Buckley, what are you doing?
I'm sticking with Scott unless he tells me to go in.
I'm not going to tell him anything. I guess we'll stay out here.
Alrighty. So you guys are out there, and Bobby and Father Padre, roll me spot hid. Actually, roll me library use.
Whoa.
Yay!
Oh my god. Whoa my god. Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh.
That's a failure for sure.
All right.
mine.
Father Padre, you scan these book titles. You are in a happy place. These are chunks of history. And no one has
Absolutely.
some of these are first editions. Like it is a magical wonderland in here for any kind of literary person. And the Bible is literature. And so you find a whole bunch of things, but you specifically find one book that is open on a table. The words are fading at this point. It's almost hard to read the majority of the book. But the cover in scratched letters says History of Arbor and Charity Hospital.
Oh.
Another book that you find also kind of thrown haphazardly nearby a shelf is called The Winchester Mansion. And on another area of the library, on one full bookshelf, you see an entire set of books about the history of Vlad the Impaler.
What?
Oh, lovely. Vlad the Impaler from Russia.
Yep. And yeah, wow, didn't expect an extreme success, but
Lord, have mercy. Oh,
Well,
See anything
looks
of
like
use, Father?
I see many books that are first edition. All of these are of use to a knowledgeable person. But to answer your question that I think you're asking, sorry.
Answer your question that I think you're answering. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
that's one way of saying it. Um, there's a book about a hospital. It might be this building because it's a nearby description of this mansion. Furthermore, there's some books on Dear Vlad the Impaler.
you know, that old scamp.
Yes, my
Not
favorite
not light
impaler,
reading.
Vlad.
Not light reading, that's for sure.
So just a quick thing, you would know that this is not the Winchester Mansion.
Oh, lovely. Perfect.
I wonder.
Then never mind. It's a Winchester mansion.
It is or it isn't. That's what you
The
said.
book is about it,
But
but this
we're
we
not
are not in
anywhere
it.
near.
No.
Okay. How about we grab these books since they seem to be displayed out in the open, and we get out of here.
Why, that sounds lovely. Just be very careful. Lots of these are
You know,
extremely
you
old.
can handle the books because all I see here is just a big hole with fire hazards. So let's.
A big
Very,
hole with
very
fire
well.
hazards.
I'll carry the books.
All right.
And we get out.
All right. So you make it back out of there. Now what?
I
Are you
would
gonna
like
read
to
the
do
book?
some reading.
All righty. So, which are you opening first?
The hospital.
Great. So, a lot of the pages are very faded to the point where you can't read them. But the information you do manage to divine is that 200 years ago, the manor was used as a hospital by the owners at the time. There's a list of advancements that were made at the time, things that were implemented here that at the time were avant-garde or cutting edge. The last chapter, however, catches your eye. It basically says that one day the hospital shut down without any warning, no information given. One day it was open, the next closed, without explanation.
How interesting. Seems that this hospital had a similar situation to what this place had, a sudden closure.
I wonder if there's any comparison in history, maybe a thread line of something that happened there that might have happened here at the same time. When did it close?
Is there a date?
It's closed probably like 1798.
Oh, damn, that was a while ago. Okay, never mind.
You coming up with the year.
I was like thinking theories. All right, never mind. I was like, all right, maybe they closed at the same time and it's spooky, but no, they didn't. They did not.
The mystery is very like Roanoke Colony.
Oh, okay.
That's the vibe you get. And also to clarify, the manor that was used as a hospital was this manor that you are in. It was just obviously a very, very different structure at the time.
Oh, so is there like a picture
Does it
of
have
like what it looks
floor
like
plans?
before?
There
Is
is
that floor plans?
actually a
Ooh.
picture.
Are
It is
there
a drawing.
blueprints? Are there
It's a
blueprints?
drawing. There are not blueprints. There is a sketch
Okay.
of the hospital. And you see, and it's kind of a sketch from, you know, like an angle above as though a bird's eye view.
Mm-hmm.
And you see this a building of sorts. It's made of, rough hewn brick. And behind it, there is a huge, like, topiary maze.
What? Wait,
Berry maze.
so
But
then
the whole thing is much smaller than the current building.
It seems that there were some additions
would
during.
I'm curious. No, you're fine. I'm just curious. If you're like the entire size of like the sketch that we have of like the topiary maze and the hospital, would that be close to the size of the mansion now?
The sketch itself,
Yeah, like a general idea.
the mansion is much larger than that.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
That's why I was mentioning that there must have been additions between then and now.
So it doesn't mention anything about why it closed or what happened afterward. But that's...
To be fair, there's a lot of faded letters, so we don't have a complete picture.
I guess there's not much to do about that, but what if... we can't leave. Do we... I don't think we can, like, go get, like, ask someone on the outside, like, hey, can you bring me a library book? But
Yeah.
that's... so... like, just gauge it from everybody here. Y'all think we should tell everybody else, or are we gonna keep this to ourselves?
Well, what do you think?
I personally think we should tell them, like, this isn't about getting paid anymore, this is about finding someone.
I agree.
And, hell, if maybe Marjorie can, like, I don't know, uncover something from the beyond or whatever about, like, knowing that it's a hospital, you know? Maybe we could, like, give her an edge.
Yeah.
So, we should probably
That
let
Do
them
we
could
know.
be a
want to share this
possibility.
information now, or do we want to continue forwards in finding out about the rest of this estate?
That is the question, isn't it? Yeah.
I think that we can find what we can right now. If we see them, we tell them. If not, when we see them, we'll tell them.
That's probably a good idea. The more of this place we explore faster, the better.
The larger the surface area, the quicker we can find this girl.
So, onwards and forwards, and like as we like leave the room, I'll like be sure to like whenever we kind of like get it set up, I'll be sure to like bring a camera with me, so that way like we're filming everything as we go.
Got it. On that note, I think we will wrap up for tonight.
Oh my god! Ah.
Yeah.
Oh no, y'all.
We done got ourselves under
We are
well,
in a tricky
something
situation.
a lot larger than we were anticipating.
And it's not good. Oh no.
What you talking about? This is the walk in the park.
Yeah, like literally, we're just gonna find a door and be like, oh, there's the topiary maze. Okay.
The topiary maze.
There it is. We were looking everywhere for you. Oh no. There's nothing spooky at all. It was just a misunderstanding. You just really wanted to find that topiary.
Yeah,
God.
basically.
Ugh.
I have.
I'm gonna have like
Good
second.
thing we got a map.
Yeah, a map. It's a map that's basically like the drawing you get on the kids menu of like an IHOP.
Exactly.
That's all.
Yep.
That's what we have.
You know what? I actually want to get like an IHOP drawing of like one part of this map just so we can be like running away from ghosts and having everything
And
be
just
super
drawing in
intense, and we just pull
crayon.
out, yeah, we just pull out this literal IHOP map with a kids menu on the backside, and that's what we're using to like run for our lives.
Yeah, like, who's got the Crayola? Who has the Crayola?
I got the crayons.
Wait, there's a crossword puzzle. What do we do?
You
No
broke the
way, these are
crayon!
clues. The crossword puzzles are clues.
Guys, we
It's
have to
all
solve this
connected.
tic-tac-toe. We have to beat the ghost in tic-tac-toe.
Oh, no.
God.
Anyway, to anyone that is out there, thank you for joining us. Hopefully you got
Absolutely.
Here or
spurs.
beyond.
Yeah.
Here or in the great beyond.
Yeah, for any
Yes.
mediums out there that are channeling right now.
Yeah.
We're
But
sorry?
anyway, thanks for
Yeah.
joining us.
Sorry
Hope
for
you
your suffering.
enjoyed. And we will see you next Tuesday for even more hair-raising adventures.
Por
Absolutely.
Archie.
Farewell.